feel good about where they are on the Kavanaugh nomination right now. Obviously, a lot of time to go, but they feel like they can get him confirmed. That confirmation would happen at the end of September, when a government shutdown would occur. They don't want to step on that. They don't want to step on that message. They don't want to step on a confirmation. So just push it off. McConnell thought Trump heard him at the time.
Right.
They still do. We'll see.
Your source is telling you, just take a win here.
Yeah.
Just take a win on this one.
Exactly.
Thank you. Nice to have you.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Tonight, President Trump heads to Tampa, Florida. He will campaign for a Republican gubernatorial candidate who, according to the New York Times, the president decided to support after he saw him defend the Trump agenda on Fox News. The president tweeted this morning, Congressman Ron DeSantis will be a great governor. That is, if he wins. He's embraced all things Trump during the primary race. Here's part of his latest political ad that certainly got a lot of people talking.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
And joining me now is the former chairman of the Florida Republican Party, Al Cardenas. Nice to have you. Thanks for being with me.
Oh, my pleasure. Good to be with you.
Let's talk about this because you have, his primary challenger, Republican Putnam, who the vice president was supporting, who was way ahead in fundraising, who was way ahead in the polling, until DeSantis started going on Fox News over and over again. The president, according to the New York Times reporting this morning, saw him on Fox News, tweeted about him, and has been supportive of him ever since. And the tables turned here. Has the president been a kingmaker in Florida on this one?
So far, apparently so. I mean, Ron DeSantis was 20 points behind. Very few people knew him. And between Fox News and some of their personalities and the president and his tweets and commentary, I mean, he's gained more than 30 points without spending a lot of money in a period of less than a month. That's we don't see that in Florida, and so that's a demonstrable strength. It's a weird race. Republicans have had, Republican governors for 20 years in Florida. Every statewide elected officials are Republican, but the president has a -3 favorability rating in the state, although he's doing pretty well within the Republican Party. So, this is a high-risk deal for the president.
Well, let me read you how the New York Times puts it this morning and get your take. Quote, Mr. Putnam's collapse and Mr. DeSantis' rise illustrate the extraordinary clout Mr. Trump now wields in his adopted party, a power so great that the president is effectively able to decide primaries with a single tweet. If that's the case in Florida, do you think that nationally, or is this a one-off?
I think nationally in primaries that's the case. We'll see in the general election. Some states he's liked and some states he's not. In Florida, he's underwater right now. And just think about this. If Republicans can't win the presidency unless they win Florida, 2020 is coming up next. And if for some reason the Democrat wins a general election, and some of it is attributed to the embrace of the president, he's going to have a hard time in his reelect in Florida in 2020. So he's going out on the limb on what I consider to be a pretty high-risk deal.
So tonight he speaks in Tampa, which actually went by just a few percentage points for Hillary Clinton, that part of Florida, in the 2016 election. You think he's not going to talk about immigration, right?
You never know with the president. In a state as diverse as Florida, you would think, boy, that's bad politics. But remember, we're talking about the primary, not the general election. Immigration moves points in Florida. He may touch upon it. I think... if he sticks to a script, it's going to be about the economy, jobs. Florida's gained a lot of jobs. It's going to be about how well the thing is doing. And he may be a little rough on what's going on with dictatorships in Latin America and Nicaragua and Venezuela because of the significant Hispanic population. If he touches on immigration, it's a primary play, but it's not going to help the party in the general election.
Before you go, I mean, come November, you know that Trump will obviously affect the turnout up and down the ticket. But which party do you think it will help more, Republicans or Democrats in the state?
Yeah, that's the big question, right? I mean, look, we've got a Senate race where Rick Scott's ahead 3 points. Right now, we've got a governor's race that's got a tough primary on both sides, but my sense is it's going to go down to the wire. Probably the top of the ticket races will be won or lost by turnout. And, you know, he cuts both ways. He gets excited, the Republican base, but the Democrats go crazy when he speaks. And so who's going to win the turnout battle in Florida will determine who wins these statewide races.
Al Cardenas, thanks for being with me this morning.
Okay.
All right, today, an all-out push for some states and lawmakers to stop people from being able to download and print a gun. Seriously, this becomes legal tomorrow. Will it be stopped? We'll explain ahead.
We try to be global and we try to be smart. And we try very hard to get both of those every week. What I want to hear are authentic voices of people who are passionate, who are intelligent about a subject, who will make you smarter, move you emotionally, who will kind of challenge your mind or move your heart. And that's the consistency that we try to get at.
For Reed Zakaria, GPS, Sundays on CNN.